What's going on, guys? Today for Fitness and Sport, here we go. You got 4 rounds. You're going to do a 50-foot walk with a single dumbbell overhead, right? So in this position right here. And then when you get to the other side, you're going to knock out 10 single arm dumbbell push jerks, right? Pop, catch, stand, 10 of those bad boys. Switch to the other side, 50-foot back, 10 again, and then 30 double unders. If you don't have double unders, here's some sub outs. You can do 30 seconds, as many reps as possible, battling ropes, right? You go this way, whatever you want to do with it. Or you can do 30-second, as many reps as possible of just banded curls, getting a little bit of reps in, making the arms tired regardless. So any of those will work for good substitutes. The 30 seconds of, or I'm sorry, the 30 double unders rather, or more of like this continual kind of blood flow, just a lot of volume with a really low intensity movement. So adjust accordingly. Resting 1 minute between rounds. Part 2 is 4 rounds of 20-second, as many reps as possible pull-ups, right? So real quick, real hot and dirty. Then you got 20 seconds, as many reps as possible push-ups. Take your 30-second rest between rounds. So you should be able to keep this nice and fast, nice and explosive, but fatigue will set in as the rounds chip through. So make sure you give a good solid effort, right, to get as many as you can early. And then once you get to fatigue a little bit, rep what you can get too easy. Like a muscle if you want it, mobility majors, you need it. Power and iron up. I actually haven't done this workout. I'm on the way right after this brief to go knock this out. But here's what I'm thinking about whenever I'm doing this workout. I'm doing 8 sets of triples here, right? So with only 3 reps, I want to move this bar as fast as possible, but still obviously being safe. Abdomen nice and tight, punching to the sky as quick as I can. Boom, boom, boom. 40-second rest. Turn around, do it again. So with a little bit shorter rest, it's going to allow us to increase some of our work capacity, the ability to continue to be intense at a little bit higher volume with a little bit less rest overall. Part 2 on this 6 rounds, 5 weighted or strict chin-ups. Here's the deal with the chin-ups. So when you're bringing your arms straight in this overhead position, if you have kind of poor mobility, you might have a hard time completely straightening your arm without getting some tendonitis. So if you got to lower all the way down to about here to re-pull back up, that's fine, no sweat at all. Weighted is what we're looking for, but strict will work. Either way, when you make the start of your pull, instead of thinking I'm going to pull with my biceps first, think about driving your elbow down, then pull in with your biceps as you get going. For your 15 and 15 landmine chest presses, so I'm set up, I got the landmine set up, right, and I'm pressing this thing. As I'm set up, you can put a little bit of giddy up from your legs, but even if you do, you want to think, I want to flex through this chest, through this shoulder first, not just use my legs to get it up super high. So flex, flex, switch to the other side. After you get your 15 and knock out 15 again, resting 30 seconds between rounds, so pretty short time period again. So definitely not really necessarily going to get your heart rate up, but going to get your muscles a little bit warm. This is supposed to be a low number here, so make sure you keep it strong and powerful. If you need to increase your rest of 30 seconds up to a minute, minute and a half, whatever you need to do, it's ultimately still your workout. If you have the capacity to keep it that short, do. If not, in order to break it up a little bit longer, to be a little bit stronger, you can do that as well. I know I'm going to get beat up for after yesterday's workout with this one as well. If you can't take a little extra rest, take a little extra rest. That's all I'm saying. Part 3 is 3 to 4 rounds, as many reps as possible. Seated, single arm, or heavy, single arm, supinated band pulls to hip, right? So I know it's a lot written there, but it's the only kind of way to describe it. So you're sitting on the ground, your band is going over to an upright, your hand is turned over, you're sitting up nice and tall, and you're pulling the elbow towards the hip, just like this right here. Right? So as many as you can do with a pretty heavy, and how many? 10 plus, right? If you get tired a little bit later rounds, maybe 8, but 10 plus on one side, 10 plus on the other. And then you're going to turn around and do as many reps as possible push-ups with a 2-second lower, right? A 1-second squeeze, 1-second squeeze in the top. Rest is needed between rounds, so that way you got you a solid effort, 3 or 4 rounds of that. Like a muscle if you want it, mobility majors, TDY, the dumbbells, y'all. 4 times as many reps as possible, dumbbell shoulder press like we were just looking at. 40-second rest between rounds. Then part 2 is 15 dumbbell pullovers to sub this out with 15 and 15 single arm dumbbell bench press. So just hold on to this bad boy, repping it out. Too easy, switch sides, 30-second rest. Part 3, 3 to 4 rounds, as many reps as possible, single arm dumbbell bent over rows. Switch as many reps as possible, push-ups, 2 seconds down, 1 second up, 1 second squeeze in the top. Go over to MHT Daily IG right after this to get a movement demo of the TDY movements. Too easy, guys. Hope you enjoy the pump. Booyah, never quit.